Hey everybody, it's Eileen. Hi Dorothy over on YouTube and Cindy. Good to see you. I want to say happy birthday to Charlotta. I'm sure she's here somewhere. So happy birthday to our good friend. I hope you're not looking over in the corner there because I've been cleaning and it is a mess, but I didn't think that I could see that far over, but it turns out you can. So I didn't have time to move everything. Hey, Joellen and Elaine, good to see you guys. It feels like forever, doesn't it? Hey, Kathleen, Nina, Tanya, there's Charlotta. You should have a little crown, Charlotta. Use the birthday for the whole month, don't you think? Hey, there's Laura and Jimmy, Marion, Jen. Hey, good to see everybody. It feels like forever. Well, it was kind of. We didn't go live. Well, I went live, but not here last Thursday because that got a little crazy with the that Create and Craft show, which Sharon did an amazing job. And actually turned out that I think we pretty much sold out. Sharon sold out, so that was great because that's kind of the goal. And hello, Helen and Lynn, Lisa Townsend, hi. And so that was a great day on Thursday. And I told you on Monday my thing went pretty good, but last week was a lot of prep and designing. We're getting ready for the summer camp that's coming up. Hey, Angie and Christine. Julie, good to see you. Sorry, I have something in my throat here. Hey, Tanya. So today we're going to do something really fun and really easy, but we're going to use the book box die in a different way. Well, we're using it the same way, but we're going to bind it off a little differently. So I have all that stuff ready to go. And I also have some new napkins, I'm looking at Angie's name saying we have 3 Angies. We have 3 new napkin collections. Hey, Mona and Angie. Bev Hill, hi. Oh, I'm glad you had fun, Bev. You knew all that stuff. Bev owns a beautiful store. I haven't been there yet, but it looks really pretty out in Nebraska. So welcome, Bev, who owns a store. You guys need to go see her if you live around there. Hey, Glum. So anyway, that week was very stressful and I'm glad it's over. So this week I have like nothing. So I'm cleaning. Never ends, but you know, I had the trip the week or 2 before. We had the baby, so it has been just crazy here. So I'm trying to get myself organized. Hey, Karen. So tonight we're just going to do an easy thing, but I thought that I would show you the napkins and just a couple little things that I had done. This was a video. I don't know if you guys remember, but we did these little cans with the napkin collage technique. So that's what I'm going to use on our book tonight. And this was just a fun, we made little May baskets. And so that's why we have our little handle on here that we're going to hang them on our friends' doors, which I never did. But they were fun to make. And I could actually use this. So I had the idea the other day. This is from a tiny can of corn. So I make my, my famous KFC famous bowl knockoff. So that's what I use the little cans of corn for. And they're so cute, I can't get rid of them. Hi, Maribel. So this is what I made. And inside I put my twine. And this is just very fine little roll of twine. So I tucked that in there. And then I was doing some little pencils that I was putting in my Etsy orders. And so I was making a little packaging thing, but this is just straight napkins decoupaged onto a can. I did do, I did do a coat of gesso underneath just to make it, so there was background. The only thing that I forgot was I thought that it would be a little more see-through. I like it, but it's, I do like it with the text behind it. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Hi, Linda. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Bev. Yeah, they were fun. I mean, this is really just like a child's project, and that's why I like it. The other thing was I wanted to show you, this is working really well. This was something that my friend Angela Beavers, who owns Creative Chaos out in Circleville, Ohio. She showed me this, and I don't eat yogurt. So I was dying for some wee little jars. You could use baby food jars. The thing that's nice about these, the glass, is that they're heavy. So you use this and you take your art glitter glue and you put like a paper towel and wet it. And I need to spritz it again because it keeps drying out. So I probably should wet it a little more than I do. But you just wet it and then you put your art glitter in here. When you need it, it's ready. You don't have to put that dumb pin in every time. So I heard that it is great yogurt. Well, see, then there you go. A bunch of you hoard them. Just the little jars are adorable. It's almost worth eating yogurt to get the jars. Anyway, when I saw Brenda out in Michigan, she brought me some, so I wanted to show, and I have some more stuff to show from Brenda, but not, well, I think we might do that on Thursday. Carrie, you're ready for the USA? All right. Well, we'll wave to you as you're passing overhead. You're going to, was it Arizona? I can't remember. You make other people eat the yogurt. Yeah, that's not, I don't like how squishy it is, or there's something about it. I don't know. Plus, it's healthy. Why would I like that? Oh, well. Here's another thing, and we made this not too long ago when the whole Ukraine war was coming up, and we wanted to do something to keep our minds off. Oh, you're from Costa Rica. Okay, that was you. Okay, I'm not sure what we're talking about here, but as usual. Our little baby is doing well. She was 7'3" when she was born. She's 8'11". So she's gained like 1.5 pounds in 3 weeks. So I'd say my daughter's eating pretty well. And also I was happy because she's nursing her, so she's not. Oh, you brought the jars. Oh, sorry, Laura. Oh, I thought that was Brenda. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, Laura brought the jars. She must like the yogurt. Okay, so let me just make sure. Okay, so I talked with Alex right before the show, and we do have 20 spots left in the Adventure Awaits Journaling Club or camp that we're doing. It goes from June 14th to August 23rd. That's every other Tuesday night. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, Michigan. Okay, I'm getting everything mixed up today. All right, well, Michigan is cool. And it is actually cool there. It's not, as last I heard, it's not too hot. So if there are 20 slots left, if anybody wants to join the journaling camp, that's going to be every other Tuesday night. I think I just said that. And you can go to summercraftcamp.com and you can sign up there. It is, oh, there's Hector. Hi, Hector. It is $174.99 and it comes with a kit. I also asked, because some people in the group were asking about, do we need a theme? Do we need to have supplies or anything? They are going to ship you out a kit on June 1st is their target date to mail, so you get it in time. Yes, Karen, that means no lives on the Tuesday nights, because I looked at my schedule. I just can't do 3 a week, so we're going to have to alternate, but when we get back, I'll be back. Okay, so we're just gonna have to skip 6 Tuesday nights. So hi, Donna Turner. Maureen, that's great. We'll see you there. All right, so let's get going on this. I think what I'll do first, well, let me turn the camera down, the worst part. Let me talk to you about what we're going to do. Okay, it's very easy. It's nothing, any brain surgery or anything like that. I've been on 2 calls today, so my brain's kind of fried. This is the book box die. This is the one that we're going to use, and all we're going to do is we're going to, all right, this end is the book side. So we're going to cut 2 out of mat board. We're going to cover that first with our adhesive and book page. We're going to cut 2 of them out. We're not going to mess with the binding, and we're not going to use the little sides or anything. We're just going to use 2 covers, and we're going to punch holes, and we're going to do a ring binding. And that is all there's going to be to doing it. And I have a couple ideas for what I want to do with it. Now, this is the book box die, so you can use this one, but you could use the same technique. And if you've got a folio journal, you can do it with that. You just have to chop off some of the tabs and existing binding pieces that are already part of it, but you can easily do that with other dies too. This is the pocket notebook, and you can chop off your little binding strips and punch holes. So it's whatever size you want. Here is the full-size journal. You can use that one too. You could use the passport book, whatever one that you have. You don't need to buy a special die to do this, but it works really nice with this because, for one thing, I like the size of it. It's kind of like a almost 5 by 7. Wait, what is it? It's 5 by 6.5. So it's almost 5 by 7. So that's a good size for you to put pages in or photos or anything. Will you be making things? Yes, we're going to be making a journal. You can't remember if you signed up, Dorothy. Hey, Sarah. I think the camp is going to be fun. You have almost all those. Hey, Wendy Kusky, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Wendy is an amazing, talented person on our education team for the class. You can't remember if you signed up or not. I don't know what to tell you, Dorothy. Maybe look through your receipts or your PayPal or something. Well, I hope you're doing well, Wendy. All right, so let's just go through some of the other things that you're going to need. Is the decoupage medium. If you want to crackle it, you can. I'm not going to do that today because it won't have time to dry. You're going to need a crocodile to punch your holes. And I'm hoping that my rings go through. These are just some rings that I had that I got at Staples or somewhere. These I think I got at Michael's. They do have colored ones, but they don't have two of the same color, of course. But you could mix and match or get 2 packs. But I'm probably going to use the silver because I don't know how big I want this to get. But one of my ideas is to do pages using mat board pages. So I would cut a bunch of them and then use them to store my ephemera or something. So I'm thinking about it as like an organization book, and I want to have sturdy pages to adhere or like put little sleeves on. I'll show you. I have some ideas about photos and all that. Oh, good. Your summer project. All right. We're going to have a good time. Okay. So you need these rings, 2 rings. The other thing that I thought was cool was you can see that there are different sizes. There's actually another size. I think I used them already, but I think I have some from Daiso. It's kind of in between these two. So you can adjust the book as it gets bigger. So say you wanted to do photos in there and you had more photos. You could just add a bigger ring and it would hold more pages, get fatter and fatter, but oh well. Glassine envelopes would be cool. Oh yeah, you could attach them. You're going to be in Herndon. Wow. Karen is from Alaska. Yeah, that would be fun. All right, let me make sure I'm going to be there. Yes, I should be there. That's like next week. Cool. Yes, let's do it, Karen. All right, now the other thing is I'm going to use a tearing ruler, but you don't have to. You can use a regular ruler. You could use a Sizzix extended cutting pad to tear your paper, and we can even show you that. Okay, what else? We need the napkins. Like I said, this is book page, so I'm going to use some of that. I found a new little dictionary in the thrift store the other day, and I thought it was so cute. The only problem is I don't know what all the words are, so I don't want to put some weird thing. But we're going to cover it with napkins anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. This is another one that I had kind of the same size, but I liked what they called it, mini dictionary. So anything mini is cute. So I've got those just to give a little difference on the colors of the pages, to make it look a little more aged. And the covers are going to be our Sizzix mat board. because they're nice and sturdy, and I like that. And then I'm also going to use my Easy Cut adhesive to stick the book pages on. What we're doing is we're just skipping a step. We could use the adhesive, the glue, to put that on, but it just takes another couple minutes to dry, so we're not going to do that. This is the Sizzix paper, and this is what I was thinking we could use for some of the pages or pockets in the book, because I really like the colors and the sturdiness of this paper. The other thing you might need is a water brush if you have one on hand, or a paintbrush, and then you need your napkins. So I'm going to turn the camera down to show you the napkins because they're too floppy, and there's a lot of them. So I did 3 new sets. I need to clean out. I told you I was cleaning out, and I have so many napkins. It's ridiculous. So I put them in little collections. They're all different. I grouped them together as themes. And so if you're looking, we have like a coastal collection, one that I called, I guess that's why they called it the blues, because they're all blues. They're pretty. And then one is Flower Power. So that one is really pretty. The summer camp is an online thing. Yes, but Marion, you're welcome to come. Hey, Barbara. Oh, it's been ages since you've been able to create. Are you having a block there, Barbara? Because it always happens. Glad you found us, Allison. All right, so wanted to pop in and say hi. Got to check on your chicks. Okay, we had that last night. That was, or 2 nights ago. That was crazy. It was so stormy. Ugh, I got soaking wet. Anyway, all right, I'm going to turn my camera down. I hate this part. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can gracefully do it this time. All right, let's see. I'm going to make this one go. No, I'm going to add this in. Good Lord. All right, and this is going to be, all right, can you guys hear me? Could you put a link up, please? Hey, Anthony. Yes, and life happens, I know for sure. That is true. All right, can you hear, Charlotta? We say a prayer. Yes, you can hear me. Good, good, good. Hey, it's a good day. All right, so this one is called Flower Power, and I'm going to show you this, and then, you'll see why we like to play with all these different ones. I just love the flower napkins. The other thing is they're getting really expensive. So I don't know. I may not be doing this much more because they're just too expensive. You can always fly to the US to go online. Yeah, why not? We have plenty of spare rooms. Okay. So this one I thought was really pretty. These poppies with that orange and that kind of nice minty background. We've got these cute little flowers, so that little grouping there would be really pretty to cut out. This I thought was just a nice kind of tie-dyed background. And then those butterflies, that's cute. And then lilacs. I know a lot of you like purple, so have to be, something for everyone. This one, I really think I might use that one tonight because I like this little piece here, and that would bleed in because the background is light. This one is pretty too. This is kind of like a ruffly tulip pattern, but these are pretty too. And then you have these down here. So that would look nice with text behind it. And this one would too. And these are easy to get around the edges. That would also be a nice one. And then these are kind of a watercolory look. And I think I've used this before, but I do like that one too. So that's them. And then we have the, I didn't know what to call these. I was calling this cocktail size, dinner size. And this is like a hand towel, but I don't know. What would you guys call this? Oh, thanks, Glum, for putting the link. Hey, Wilma. Hey, Alicia. I'm not sure Eileen is seeing your YouTube comments today. Yeah, I am seeing them. Yes. Okay. Oh, thanks for putting up the links, Glum. Okay, that one I really like. It's kind of a big pattern, so I don't know about that one, but this is pretty too. They all are. And this one, I love how that stands out. Oh man, I like that one too. All right, I don't know. And then this is just like that kind of a citrusy look to this, which I've been seeing a lot of lemons out there. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm seeing them in paper collections and, you know, lemons and citrus kind of things. So this is one set, and these are $6 for all of these. So, you know, good deal. All right, the next one we have is Ocean Breezes. And this is pretty too. This kind of had a couple different themes, but I put them together just because I wanted to get them out there. And they were all kind of summer, but I really like this sailboat one because these are cute. You could use each one separately. Got the lobsters here, and there's kind of like a little school of fish, which is cute. And then these colors are a lot alike, but then every once in a while we have some brighter colors in. So this is pretty because of the small shell patterns, and I have another idea for this too, and here's some more, and that's nice with the light background. This is pretty with that mason jar with these here. You could take this whole piece and cover your pocket notebook and it would fit perfectly. You wouldn't even have to do any cutting to it or anything. And then this is kind of universal. Beach chair, can't wait. We're going 4th of July with the family and little baby. Except my son is not going to be there, but that's all right. They could have gone. They knew. That's all right. They're going to Montana, which is cool. So these are nice because they're like very distinct. And then we've got the little one, so you can use a little piece of this or all of it. That's cool. That already looks kind of mixed media like. This is cute too with the anchors and just for like a little tag or something. And this has the map. That's kind of cool. And then the 2 different starfish. And then they've got a seahorse. I know Elizabeth Robinson on my team. She's obsessed with the seahorses. And this one, Pam Bray, flamingos. All you Florida people, very pretty. And then here's another one. So that's kind of what I have for the sea collection. There's a lot in this pack. This is $7 for this one. But they're very light to ship, and you can do so much with them because all of these, you could use each side of the napkin. So not just this, but you open it out, and then there's 4 images. So, and then this is the one, the blue one. I love this one. There's one napkin in here. This one. I just love that one. I love the color. But this is pretty. This is nice and kind of sunflowery. I like that one. The iris is like a little watercolor, and then this could have gone in the ship one, but the sea one, but it had so many and it was blue, so I put it in here. And that one, I love it. And then this was a random one, coffee cups, but these are cute little images too. And then this is, I think, bluebells or blueberries, maybe? I don't know what that is, but it's pretty. If you like blue, I love blue. These are these ginger jars. Those are neat. Each one you could use separately, kind of a cool pattern. We've got the multicolor but blue background. And this is like a blue willow spode pattern, which is also neat. And then like a denim with sea. Oh, I didn't even notice those shells. That could have gone in the shell one too. And this one with the little blue bird, and that's like a columbine, I think, and then more pretty flowers. So that's the blue collection. So now if anybody wants any, they're in the Etsy store. I just listed them. Go ahead over. All right, so now I'm going to show you how we're going to make our little book, and let's get going on it. All right, here is our big shot. Sorry, I haven't looked in there. Thanks for the link. Okay. All right. So here is our easy cut adhesive. I've already cut this to size. Oh, wait, let's do that first. I'm not going to do the back side. I'm just going to do the front because it takes too long to dry. I could speed it up with the heat gun, but the other thing was I had 2 different colors. I think this might be an older batch and that's another one, but it's not going to matter for what we're making because we're going to cover it with stuff. So even if you have some that have some damage on them or you have a scratch or a color, you know, maybe you got ink on it or something and you think you can't use it, just do it for this because it's not going to matter what's underneath. We all do that every once in a while. All right, so I cut these both to size and now I'm going to run them through. Well, actually, I'm going to put my paper on there first, so good thing I didn't cut it. I could do it after, but it's just easier to cut it all at one time. So let's get our background papers. I looked at this. I really like that, so I know I want to use that. And the other thing that we have to think about when we put it on the die, what direction it's going to go. So we want it going this way, you know, so when you look, you can read that way. So not that way. All right, it's not much different, but, and then cuckoo clock is kind of cool. I like to look and see if there's any illustrations because they'll come through. All right, those are boring. Let's just do cuckoo clock. And then the other thing you have to remember is the die is going to cut off a little part of it. So what we can do is take the whole page and just cover it. And, or you could trim it down. So let me just show you how I use my cutting pad here. Let's take the long one. So say you wanted to just do the width of this page, you know, you would just lay this down. I kind of want to include this little thingy here, cultivator. So just kind of cover it. And you don't even really have to do this because it's not going to overhang that much, but you can just use this to tear your paper away so you don't have stuff hanging off. Anyway, but if you were going to put some of these on here and you wanted to tear them and you wanted a straight line, then, you know, you could just line it up like that. And what I like about it is you can see through. Other times I've used my quilting ruler, but I haven't found it yet. I'm still unpacking. So this works just fine. And I'm a big fan of using the tools you have to get the job done, that you know you're going to have it right on hand. So, oh no, look at this. Omicron. No, thank you. All right, so let's just go for this right here. And sometimes this is a little tricky to peel off if you go over the edge. So just look for a spot. And you can also use your thing when you don't have nails to lift this up. Okay, and you can keep your release sheets because they make great little papers for if you want to ink or do some techniques. So that one's done, and I'm just going to tear that off just so we know where we're working here. And then this one. All right, let's do this up here. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to use my paper or my mat board to tear it from. So these are all just kind of fun little things. And we can put that there. And where is our, I don't know where my little Italian page is, but hey, Anita Holt. Oh, hey. Hi, Kathy Wagner. What die? We're using the book box, but it's not, it can work with any kind of, you know what? I'm also going to tear this because I don't need that white there. You can use any of your journal dies to get this same kind of effect. And we're just doing a very simple project tonight, but all right, let's tear this stuff off and then we can just place it as we go. We don't even really need to think about this because this is going to get covered with napkin. And if you have something showing that you don't want, just cover it up with napkin. If you want to have this showing, which I do kind of like, then you plan that into your project too. So let's just put that there because it's positive. That's a good message. And maybe I'll go off the page a little here. Panochia, I'm not sure what that means. Postpartum, there we go. Oh, all right, well, I didn't mean to do that, but I think that was meant to be. I've got a postpartum daughter. So, you know how these little words just happen to pop up in your life. So these, I'm just filling this whole thing in. The reason I'm doing that is so that I don't have extra glue sticking to my die. And I actually have a little bit here. But the other thing that you can do is take some powder and just rub that on there. And then you could go over this with like a, you know, your ink, brown ink after. I wonder if that might even actually fill that area in. And you could ink these before you cut, you know, it's all, this is just quick. So, all right, we have our two covers, and we're going to do our decoupage after we cut our covers, because we want to see where things are going to wind up. Okay, Christy, you just got on. We'll watch replay. Hey, Christy. Okay, so let's get our book and our cutting pad and machine. Okay, and I'm going to use the smaller cutting pad because it's a little bit easier to cover it. And this one, it's not going to matter how we do it. This way, that way, you know we want this to be the front, but it wouldn't even matter if we flipped it over because there's no score lines on here. So we don't really have to be that careful. You just want to cover up all areas of the die and cut. And then we can turn it around as we like. All right, there's one. Wow, that was close. Okay. All right, and here's our other one. I'm probably going to use this for the front, but you can see I didn't really pay that much attention. All right, let's just make sure we're covering. See, so I would go like this. See how the line here, you just want to make sure you're over that line. And try and go straight, if you want. All right, and that is basically all of the die cutting that we're going to do, unless you wanted to add some other items to the front, like a frame or something, but we just really need the two covers. Good, so mine showed up. I used my little pine cones. I'm happy about that. Okay, so now we have our covers. So we're going to have, I'm going to do this one for the front, that one for the back, and then you can color that or add something on, you know, paper, whatever you like. It's an easy shape to cover. And then when we're ready, we're just going to punch. I'm probably going to do 2 rings, you know, and then we're going to measure, and I probably would do pages that are a little bit smaller, you know, so take in maybe a 1/2 inch all around. You know, this is 5 by 6.5, so I might do 6 by 4.5, and then I could fit photos in here. And then the other idea that I had was I wanted to use my packaging. Oh, here's my Italian words. But I was thinking, you know, we get this packaging when you buy mat board, and it just fits inside here. So wouldn't it be cool to make like little folders for your photos? You know, these are the ones, I don't think I showed you, but I did finish this the other day, just with a little house and some grass and a little cloud, and I had a hanger. That was one of the lives that we did. So you can look back if you want to see how we did that. But, you know, I like to use packaging where I can, so it's recycling. But okay, these things keep coming back to me. These are too little. I usually use the big sheets, but not the little ones. You got to throw something out. So I am going to put one of these down because we're going to be decoupaging. This is the stuff that I like to use. You can also use the matte Mod Podge, which is pretty. These were the 2 napkins I picked out, but I might do that other one, that pink one. I just had a feeling about that one right here. I kind of like that. I'm in a pinky mood today. So what we're going to do just quickly, because I know we've done this a bunch of times, we're just going to take our tape and we're going to peel off the layers. Wait a minute. I have one on a dispenser. So you're just going to take your tape, lay it in the corner, and it will pull this apart. And I'm not sure. There might be another layer. Let's see. But maybe not. Oh, yep, there is. So this is kind of a foolproof way. That one was really light, and I didn't think there was. These are great too. Don't throw these out because you could use them as napkins or to clean things up. I love the recycling. In fact, I'm going to wipe my nose right now. Okay, so this is the image that we have. So I'm going to take my little baby water brush here, and I'm just going to take some of these images and trace around them, and I'm going to use them on my book. So what you might want to do, oh, all right, that is flowing. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I don't do it exactly, you know, around it. I just kind of go like that. But you can see that it weakens the napkin there and just makes it really easy to pop these little flowers out. I love that. And what I really like is you can see these kind of feathered edges here. That's going to blend right into the mat board and it will look like it's painted on. Did I see Mitziana's in here? Hey, Mitziana. So this one, I'm going to keep the leaf, and you know, you can do this however you like, whatever pieces. I like having smaller ones so that I can kind of spread them out a little, but you might like one big central image and that's it. And that's fine too. This is really pretty. I think I'll go around this whole thing. So it's just fun. I don't know how else to explain it. You don't really need to know. You just have to sit and do it when you have been thinking all day. You don't want to think anymore, but you just want to make something pretty and nice. Do this. This is my recommendation. All right, now let's see. Do this because we have 2 sides that we have to decorate. So get a good bit. And then when I'm done, if I have extra ones, I just throw them in an envelope and then I have them for next time. So you don't have to go through the whole thing again, which is kind of fun, but nice to have them ready to go too. And I feel like we should do this big one. And I think I'm going to include, all right, that one got gloppy. So that's going to be like, I don't know, that could be a mess to try to pull it off. Let's see. If it gets too wet, then it's a little more delicate. All right, that's okay. So you can see you don't really have to work as hard. The other thing is I have a call next week. I told you about going to South Carolina and teaching. So we're going to be talking about the retreat in August. Whoa, see, I squeezed too much. But I think that white might be pretty too. And I could go ahead and do that with all of these. And, you know, you might want to do that just to have them on hand. But for the sake of today and not taking too much time, we're just going to do these. Okay, so now I'm going to lay them out. Make sure you get all your water up, but you can just wipe it away with your napkin. And lay these out. So just know one's going to be the front, one's going to be the back. Okay. And the goal is that you want to have a coat of this to seal it first. And the other tip that I'll give you is make sure this is cleaned off. Also, you could use this to wipe it off before you put it away because it gets really sticky. All right, so I do usually lay things out and see, like if you were going to put a title on here, you might want to leave this spot open. Yeah, see, we didn't get that cultivator thing too much, but that's all right. The back, yeah, it's nice in the corner. That's cute, maybe up there. And just kind of play around. And you can also butt them up to the edge of the book. And then after it, what I do is take a sanding block and just go around and sand it down, and then it will be nice and even. And I think I want to do that one up there instead. And I don't know, not like it doesn't really matter, but you can also layer these, you know, so that one has like a little leaf. And then you're just going to get your glue going here. So I'm just going to move that for a minute and paint this on. Might ripple a little bit. Don't worry about it. But you do want to cover your entire cover by the end. But look at this. Isn't that so cool? Oh, this is just, and you brush from the center out. So that way you don't have any, you know, wrinkles or anything. And if you do, don't worry about it. It's 3D. It's, you know, it's supposed to be like this. And while you're at it, you might as well cover the rest of the book while you have your glue out. But look at, wait, let me hold this up. Let me do this one and then I'll show you. So, and now you have a book that is kind of protected. It's not gonna, if you get something, if it gets wet or you know, you can wipe it off is what I mean. Okay, see how you can see through that? Isn't that just the coolest thing? Sorry for the delayed reply. You were sharing the heck. Oh, thank you. I know, I love these, yeah. And you could do a different pattern if you wanted, but this for me is fine. One thing, don't go over it a million times because it's kind of delicate, like I said, some more than others. Now here, you can see that I didn't get underneath, so I'm just gonna go back and cover that up. It'll be fine. Oh, I love that. That might be a little busy with that, but I could put a label on top. And the back is kind of plain, but you know, and I could switch it. This could be the front if I wanted. So there's no limit until I punch my holes, then it's kind of decided, but and just paint out from the middle, tacking it down. Oh, I love this. I could do this all day. Sometimes I do. Not nearly enough times, though. It's like therapy. It's great. So now I might want to move this kind of in the middle more. And I'm going to go ahead and do all of my cover here. Now, the reason that you want to cover this is if you want to crackle it, it's got to have a layer underneath. So, because I did it one time and I didn't, it's like, why is that thing not crackling? Well, you need a layer of goop under it, paint or something, so it can crackle it. Otherwise, it's just like a piece of paper and it won't do it. All right, so just hold that up and see if you, yeah, I didn't get down here, so that's not very shiny. So This is going to take a minute. So what I might do is cut some pages and let this dry. I could hit it with the heat gun. The other thing is you want to get this immediately in water because it will get all hard, and I've ruined so many brushes. Okay, these are really cute. I can't decide. What do you guys think? Which one do you like? That is kind of busy, but I like it. I don't know. I might just put a title there. You know what? No, you couldn't flip it around. One would be the front, one would be the back. So you'd have to decide that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut down some pages. And so I just want to pick some paper. You're clearly not meant to do this. None of your help. Oh, Dorothy, think about it after. You're trying to do too many things. It's hard to concentrate. All right, I think this would be pretty. That one I already used. Here are the colors, so let's just see what goes nicely. I think all of these so far would be pretty pages. This I used on my trip. That's pretty. All right, this, I think a little yellow in there is good, or gold. The brown is nice, it goes with that. Blue, no. Maybe that. That's too greeny. This would work. Notice how I only have a couple of the colors that I like. All right, this is kind of bright, but it could work. It could. It'll be mixed in with a lot of stuff. That one could work, but I wouldn't put it next to this one, because that seems to be fighting. This is more pink and that's more orange, but I think you could, I don't know, that one doesn't seem good, so forget that. I'll do this one, and this light one is fine too. So let's see what else there is. I think we're starting over again. Yeah, we have those. All right, so that's enough pages for now. So I'm just going to cut these out on my trimmer to the size that we talked about, which was, I think, a ½ inch less around. So I'm going to get the big guns in here, my Caterpillar. You like the one on the right, Mod Podge Matte. The one on the right, I like that too, Angie. Sorry you missed what you're covered your project with. Patty, we did first a layer of, well, it was based on mat board. Then we put a layer of adhesive. Then we put book pages down. Then we cut the cover to the book. And now we're just making pages while the other thing dries. All right, so this is going to come out to 5 wide, no, 4.5 we said, and what was the other one? 6, 4.5 by 6. So I think I'm just going to lay them on my thing here and score them, and then just chop them down from there, because I could use what's left. So let me just do that while I think I can do 2 at a time. So it's Mod Podge Matte, yes. 4.5, so I'm going to do 1 past that. Oop, uh-oh, that was not lined up. Let's do that again. All right, so I'm just going to fold these here. And the thing, what we could do is we have little extra tag. We could make a folder out of that too while we're at it. 3.5, is that what I said? Wait, no, it's 4 and a little more. Let's just hold it up and make sure that's going to look. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so 4 and whatever that is, 5/8. 4 and 5/8. So we're just going to go ahead and score all of these there. You'll see in a minute. I know I'm probably not making sense. I don't like to measure, but I like to have an idea that it's the right size, so I kind of do some shortcuts. Like when I write it down, I just say like 4.5 plus, and that means one more little tick. Just a little shortcut for me. Maybe that doesn't make sense, but in my brain it does. All right, this one is a single, but and we're just making pages for a little bit while our thing dries here. So okay, so we could make these into little pocket things. I don't think I'm going to do that because I can always use these for other like tags and things like that. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to cut it. You know what? No, I'm going to cut it here. So we have, hopefully this will cut through. Yep, every time. We got a winner. So 4.5 by 6, right? Yep. 4.5 by 6. I figure if I say it a million times, I might remember. But these are cute little tags. You know, we could easily cut tags out of these, so I'm not going to worry about chopping them off, even though if you wanted to, you could make other stuff. And I'm sure everybody has their own way of cutting, and, you know, it's probably an easier way, but why would I do that? And you could mark these if you wanted, you know, a piece of washi or something, but we just want to get some pages that are the same size. So I'm just chopping on the fold here, turning it around and going to 4.5. 4.5 by 6. Oh, I love this thing. It is one of the best things I ever got, and I gotta say, I don't get anything from them for saying it. I just love it. Good tool is worth a lot. What did I say? 4.5. You guys know that. You appreciate a good tool too. All right, almost ready. And I don't know if this is going to be dried right away, but we can do enough to make it work. So, you guys have been all right. I feel like I've been out of the loop, but it's like sometimes you just have work that you have to get it done. If you don't get it done, then you can't do the event. And like the dies, and, you know, just had to do it. All right, so now we have our pages. So a couple things we could do. We could cut this with like one of those little Japanese hole screw punch, you know, to get them just right. Or we could take our crocodile and line one up and then just, you know, use that as a guide. But what I want to do is get my covers and make sure that these are not going to be too weird looking. And the other thing that I thought was that I could use these. I think that this biggest hole that I punch, I know that I can get a grommet through there, an eyelet, but I'm not sure if I can get a ring through that, and I don't want it sticking. So I thought I'm just going to use some of these. And what they are just the reinforcements that you get. I think I got these at a thrift store or maybe Target or something, but I just take my, you know, this thing here, my little sheet, and just go over this. Like, let's do a clean one so you can watch, because it's kind of fun. So I have a couple on reserve here, but, you know, just make sure you get the side that has the tags on it, these little reinforcements, and then you would just go around and ink them up, and you have these great little hole things to put on your pages or in your books or wherever you like. I already inked this, and the ink stays in these brushes. That's why I love these things. Sorry, I'm not even looking here. There should be a law that all napkins complete a picture. I know, that's true, Patty, because they go around and stop sometimes. You can't tell before you buy them. Sometimes you can look on the side and kind of know, but that's true. All right, so we're going to use these once we get our holes punched. So let's do those first. Still can't decide, but I think I'm going to go with that for the front just because there's something to look at. And if you want, you can go ahead and measure it. Probably I would not do that, but I will just for the sake of not messing up. So I'm going to go in not too far. All right, so I should have a centering ruler. I don't have one. So 6.5 would be 3 1/4. So I'm going to mark the middle. And, well, you know what? We could just come up 1 inch. How about that? And make a mark. Make it pretty big. You might want to use a marker because you don't want to miss it. And then make sure that it lines up with the one here. And this is just kind of, I can't even really see, but I'm assuming that's close, maybe. Now I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to use a guide. I don't always do this, but I think in this case it would be handy because I can't really see. How does this thing work again? Oh, yeah. So that locks in. Here you have the guide, you know, so you can put it to wherever you want on here. So let's see. Let's just pretend we're going to punch that there and get our guide up to there and then screw it in. And then we know that they're both going to be the same depth. And then we can also use it on our paper. Okay, so I'm just going to punch it there. Punch it. Oh, wait a minute. I went way, way wrong there. Are you guys saying, no? I'm just going to punch. All right, so I'm just going to use my guide to line everything else up. You know, I'm going to use this one page. The only thing is you have to take the little things out so you can replicate. So you can see through where the hole is, okay? And on my paper, I can go through several layers. So we need to figure out where in the book we want to put this. We could butt it up to the edge. You know, that's going to give us a little bit less use of the page, but that's all right too. Let's see. Let's just make a mark and see what that looks like, because you don't want it too close to the edge. Oh, that's too close. See? All right, you know what? Let's just go to the thing here. Then I can use this as a guide. So what I'd want to do is just get a couple here. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of working through this as I go. Hey, Leanne. I hope I'm still on here. Yeah, okay. So I am going to line it up with this, and I'm just going to make it so that it's equal. It has an equal amount. You could do a whole, you know, perfect thing of this, but I'm just, for here, we're just going to do this. And then make sure it didn't change. Sometimes it does. Okay, that is probably the most I would do, but that's 4 or 5 pages. So that's all right. These are pretty colors. Maybe I can do it in just a couple more. All right. So this is not like scientific. I'm sure there's better ways this could be done, but Depends on how fancy you want to be, you know? It's hard to see here sometimes. And this hole on the front is going to get bigger than all the others because you can't get it perfectly straight every time. All right, this is going to be a little close. I don't know. Got to try it though. This might be too much for my hand to punch, but let's give it a shot. Nope, went like a dream. I just used two hands. Just make sure they're both lined up. And, this would be fun to do with kids, I think, because they could understand this and they would totally get on board with it. And you can take pages in and out without having to worry. Of course, you can do that too with a lot of the other books if you do them Traveler's Notebook style. But I think that's going to be really cute. And you can do dimension. You can do all kinds of stuff. All right, well, let's put our reinforcements around while we're thinking about it. Yeah, see how big that got? That's all right. That doesn't bother me. It's kind of decoration anyway. It's not protecting anything. And you could do it on here though, but it would probably hang off. These should be fine. What are you guys having for dinner? It's 7 o'clock. I gotta go. Wow. Time flies. I haven't been here in a while. Well, thank you. Oh, hi, Leanne. You were at the Notions. Oh, great. Cool. That was such a fun event. I was happy because I got to watch everything. See all the new stuff. All right, I think that's cute. Let's just put our rings in. And what we can do is maybe on Thursday, we can go forward a little more with this and see what else we want to do. All right, so these are just book rings. And let's hope they work because I didn't make one ahead of time to try, but I think it should. So, and just another option for this fun die. Oops. Oh, hallelujah. I think we're good. See, I don't know. You'd have to have a million pages in here to go to those bigger rings. Oh, cute. Some of these don't like to come apart is the only thing. But what's cool is you can take these pages in and out if you want to work on them. You could do art journaling in them. You could do all kinds of stuff. Press flowers. I was starting to play with that again last night because my roses are really pretty right now. I didn't even sort these according to color. You could put another ring if you wanted. The other idea I had was to use zip ties. I think that would be neat too. That would kind of limit you. You'd have to... I was a little afraid that it would be too tight, but it wouldn't have to be. You did a loose one. But look at that. You used your book box die for yet another reason. Isn't that fun? Oh, that's a good idea. Tie ribbons on the rings for bookmarks. Oh, that's cool. I really appreciate it. You just go with that. Moment to moment. That is, no, this is in no way edited perfection, but it's the idea. El Pollo Loco. I think we do. What else? Okay. Yeah, and if you had smaller rings, you could even use them. I don't know how small they come. Those are the smallest I have, but I think they have 3/4, and that probably would work. I'm feeling like I have another bag of these somewhere because I know that I have more than that, but I just don't know what I did with them. So I took out what I had, but you could really go crazy with this. You could take your little, labels and put that in. You could add rubber stamps. Maybe we'll do that on Thursday. That would be fun. We could do those postage stamps or the new new ones. We could decorate our pages. Let me just see. I hope we cut these big enough because I do love this idea of using the packaging as like little photo sleeves, and I think that would work great. So hopefully I'm going to get pictures of the new little granddaughter. And this is Catherine. She's the old granddaughter who's now 3 almost. But you could do like little folders or folios or something. I don't know. I think that would just be really cool to play around with. And you have the packaging, so why not use it? So anyway, that's my idea for the night. Coming to the Midwest. I would like to, Vicki. I have something in Georgia in August, and then September, our family, well, it's a big birthday for both of us this year, so we're planning a trip, but I think we're doing December, but we're not sure yet because we're trying to figure out where we're going. So I need to figure that out soon and talk to, because, well, Bev, I'd like to get out to Bev's store in Omaha and some in Iowa, so I don't know. We'll see. All right, California. Angie, I told you, you find me a hook to get me out there and I will come. I'd love to, but it's so far to drive. I mean, that's like a week, and with my mom, I can't really go that far. You know, it's hard to get back unless I flew. So anyway, you have decided this is your June booklet. Oh, good. Yeah, they're really fun and quick and great to do with kids or yourself or just your lists. You know, you tear the list out every day. You could use scrap paper. Use your, you know, an old notebook that you have pages left in and cut it down to size. Just do a whole bunch of pages in there and do your shopping list or your to-do list every day. Oh, you did sign up. Oh, good. Okay. All right, Dorothy. Well, I thought I could talk to you later, but if you figured it out, that's good. Okay. Amazon sells all different sizes. A 1/2 inch. Yeah, 3/4 I think would be really good. Well, thank you, Christy, and thanks to everybody for coming. And I'm hoping to get back more into a routine schedule now that, you know, all those big things are over until the next batch of stuff comes up, which is the end of June. So I should have a month. So thanks again for coming, everybody. Will you add the crackle on Thursday? Maybe I will do that. That's a good idea, Jimmy. All right, so I'm going to take my crackle and I'll show you what I used, and I'll paint this on today, and then we'll do the crackle on Thursday. And we'll also do some more things to the pages. And I'm not sure we can add stamps after the crackle. All right, we'll think about it. Okay? All right, thanks, everybody. We'll see you on Thursday. Have a great rest of the week. Bye.